Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to continue our discussion on this is actually part of the time value of money exercises. So let's go to the NPV, IRR, and MIRR basics. So you have here, do you have the file?
Yes po.
Okay. So we're going to make use of Excel to compute NPV, IRR, and the other metrics that's used in order to determine if a project is feasible or not. So you find here, this is the formula. Let me just increase this a bit. So this is the formula for the net present value. And it's actually this is the cash flow divided by the discount rate. So this is getting the present values of your cash flows, starting with the cash flow after 1 year up to the last period. So the NPV of function of Excel goes this way. And then you subtract the initial investment. So this function does not include the cash flow at time zero. Okay. So all right. So given this cash flow from time zero, which is now 5 up to 5, so you have this project Y, where your cash flows are the following: 1.2 million now, and then 420. These are cash flows, no? 480, 320, 280, and 380 respectively. Now take note, when you assess uh, capital budgeting projects, what you assess are cash flows. Hindi ito net income, no? Okay? These are not net income figures. These are cash flows. So the the objective here is to determine which project should be should be chosen, assuming that there's no concerns regarding the initial investment. What do I mean by that? Because if the company does not have sufficient funds, kunyari, hindi naman aabot ng 1.8 yung funds niya, then syempre, constrained na siya. So, ito yung pipiliin niya, yung 1.2 yung kaya niya. So here we're assuming that the company has sufficient fund or the capability to borrow to finance the project. So that okay lang to 1.8 at saka yung 1.2. But there are metrics for us to use in order to determine ano ba mas maganda dyan. Kasi, syempre, di ba si Project Z, ang initial cost niyan, 1.8 di ba? Si Project Y, 1.2 lang. But we can make use of certain metrics to determine which should be the better project. Okay, so let's go here. So how do you compute for this? First, we get the present values. We get the present values of each. Let's see this one, 12.6. Okay, let's give this a name. Do I have names here? Wala. Let's give this a name. Let's call it WACC. No? WACC. Control Enter. Okay. So just the same as fixing this cell. So this is equal to, we can use a negative, we'll use negative plus PV. And then the rate is your 12.6. So you can see the WACC. No? And then N per number of periods, you go here, 0. And this is not an annuity. So this is the future value. And then type ignore because this is not an annuity. Control Enter. All right. Function F2. I'll give you a few seconds. So when you have written the formula, please kindly chat in the chat box. If you're okay. You should be getting also negative 1.2 because the time frame is 0. So that's the value now. Okay, thank you, Isabel. Okay, all right, thank you, Chris. Okay, so we can copy the formula here because the NPERs are here above and the cash flows are in this side there. So one way to check if your present values are okay is that the value should be less than the future value. Okay, so we can now compute for the net present value of project Y. It will just be the sum of all your cash flows, okay, including the initial cash investment. So the net present value of project Y is 159,856. So kindly chat, please, if you got the same answer. Okay, good. Let's wait for Chris. Don't be pressured, Chris. Take your time. Huh? And if you have questions, please ask if you have questions. Okay, good. All right. So if you were asked, is this project feasible? The answer is yes, because if the net present value is positive, then the project is acceptable. Of course, we can make use of the NPV function of Excel. You don't have to take the present values of each of the cash flows. So this is more, this is direct NPV. And we said that we include the rates, and then the values class should be, if you recall, it should come from time 1. You don't include class time 0. So you're looking at the cash flows from time 1 up to the last one. Okay. So that will only give you the the sum of the present values of these numbers below, the present values. So you'll have to include the initial investment. And since the initial investment is already negative, I'm just adding it. Okay. And please tell me if you got the same answer. It should also be 159,856. Okay, good. All right. So both of you got it? Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. So, mas madali, di ba yung NPV function, no? But just take note that it only sa NPV, yung future cash flows lang. And let's say this was placed as positive, then dapat ima-minus mo, assuming that this is the outflow, no? All right, 159,856. Now let's compute for project Z. Ganun din, no? So negative PV, we're going to use the PV function. The rate is the same, WACC, comma, NPER is here, same, comma. Again, this is not an annuity. And then this is the future value. Control Enter. So you should be getting also negative 1.8. That's the test if you're getting the correct PV function. Because the present value of a cash flow that's uh, that's transacted at year 0 should be the same. So let's copy this and let's add is equal to sum everything. Okay, 244,638. Okay, kindly chat, please. If you got 244,638. Chris, were you able to get it? 244,638. Okay, and then if you use NPV, ganun din, no? Is equal to NPV. Rate is the WACC, comma. The values again are your future cash flows. Original class, hindi yung NPV kasi ang pag kinuha niyo NPV na, yung present values na, mali na yung answer natin. And then we have to add the initial investment. 1.8 million. Control Enter. So you get 244,638. Okay. So since you got both class, we can say that just based on the net present value, Project Z seems to be better. Okay. Compared to Project Y, because Project Y only has a net present value of 159,856. Okay. Now, the question is, can they be really compared? Partly, yes. However, there's a caveat there. Kasi iba yung initial investment nila, 'di ba? So if you have a higher initial investment, maybe you're constructing a larger sales area, or you're buying a more modern machine, etc., depending on what your project is, then the results can be incomparable, because let's say for the 1.2 you're just buying an inferior machine. For the 1.8 you're buying a much bigger machine that can produce uh, more outputs. So it's unfair to compare them that way. Good thing there's such a thing as profitability index. Okay, so this profitability index class, this actually is your, so you're comparing, this is your, okay, these are your cash flows, right? Present value, and then you divide it with your initial investment. Okay. I think do you have this answer, class? Di ko na-delete, ano? So, let's now get, class, this one. The present value of your cash inflows. Okay? From T is equal to 1 to N. So that means, class, we have to get this. Okay? And then we're going to divide it with this one, the absolute value of your initial investment. So how much are you getting? What's your, this one's, class, can be added already, di ba? Kasi mga present values na yan. It's not adding 420 with 480 and 320. You're adding the present values already. So this is a present value, present value, present value. So we can add them. So the present value of your inflows, I think I failed to remove that, is simply the sum of your present value for project Y, and then the outflow is 1.2 million. I'm getting the positive because I'm going to create an index. So the profitability index is the sum of your present values of your cash outflows divided by your present value of cash. These are inflows and these are cash flows. So that way we are able to compare, okay, correctly. So the index for project Y is 1.133. That means that you're able to generate 1 peso, 1.133 pesos of present value for every 1 peso of investment outflow, cash outflow. On the other hand, project Z registers a higher profitability index, but not that far. So 1.136 indicates that for for every peso of investment, of cash flow investment made in Project Z, it generates 1.136. So these are now comparable. Okay, because this is 1.133 over 1. Okay, so just illustrate that. The the profitability index for Project Y is, let me change the color, 1.133, and that's understood to be over 1. So how do we interpret this? For every 1 peso of initial investment, cash flow, initial investment, okay, the company generates 1.133 pesos of of present value cash flows. Okay. And then if you compare that with this one, Project Z, which is 1.136 here, then we can say that for every 1 peso of cash flow investment, the company is able to generate 1.136 pesos of cash flow, present value cash flows. So therefore, class, mas maganda si Project Z. And comparable na yung ano nila, comparable yung assessment natin kasi 1.136 divided by 1. This one is 1.133 divided by 1. The divided by 1 here is your peso of cash outflow, right? Divide by 1 kasi ito, class, no? Divide by the initial investment. All right. So I hope that's clear, class, as far as the profitability index is concerned. Okay, any questions? Let me pause for a while. And may I have your feedback if it's clear? Saan yun? Sorry, ha? Okay, clear. Okay, good. Did I give the answers, class? Hindi ko yata na-delete to eh. Does your file have the answers? Okay, meron. Okay, sige. Okay, so let's now go to IRR. So what are we doing here? We are trying to assess the two projects, Project Y and Project Z. So as I said a while ago, when you assess projects, you should be using cash flows and not net income after tax. Cash flows dapat. So you can see here cash flow per time. Okay, so we looked at NPV, we looked at profitability index. This time we look at IRR, internal rate of return. Now the formula for IRR, if you take a look at this, is okay. So this one, CF, the cash flow at time t over 1 plus IRR. So this is also the discount, class. It's like the formula for discounting. So this is getting the present values, but this time the rate of return that we're going to use is your WACC, weighted average cost of, the IRR. Okay. So IRR is what we use a while ago when we were getting the present values. What we were using is a discount rate equal to the WACC, weighted average cost of capital. Okay, so same thing, no? And IRR is unknown. Ito yung sinosolve natin. But you can solve it by equating that the present values of your cash flows using IRR minus the initial investment should be equal to 0. Okay, it should be equal to 0. So that means that your net present value here will be equal to 0. Kasi this class is the formula for NPV. Only that what we're using is IRR. Okay, this formula is a formula for NPV, and then it should be equated to 0. Okay, so we're saying that at the IRR, your net present value is equal to 0. Okay, that's what we have. All right, so let's see class. So IRR for 1, okay. Project Y, IRR, okay. So let's compute for IRR here. So it's equal to, we use IRR class, the function IRR. Okay. And what values class? So the values dito class, here. For the values, lahat ng cash flow natin kasama yung times 0. Okay? Ay, nawala. IRR, internal rate of return, and then here. And then it says here, meron pa ditong guess, no? We're not going to use guess. Later, we're going to use that. Control Enter. So you have your IRR at 18.23%, no? That's your project Y. Okay? So, dito, ano ba yung pinapakita dito? Okay. What? Hindi ko nalagyan solve ng ano What do I want here? Project Y, IRR of Y, and then project Y present value. So let's get class the net present value. Net present value of project Y if we use the IRR of Y. Okay, so I said class NPV, diba, net present value. The rate class is this one, not the WACC, based on this formula. Okay? And then, what are the cash flows? Sabi natin the cash flow should be this one. Okay? Di ba class, time t is equal to 1, right? And then, the initial investment class, no? It is to be subtracted since this is already negative. Okay. Now tell me class, what is your NPV, net present value, if your IRR is 18.23? Can you please tell me? Paki-chat please. This time we didn't use the weighted average cost of capital. We use the IRR that we computed. And let's see, if we use the IRR that we computed, what will become of your net present value? How much will be your NPV? Okay, waiting for your response. Okay. So, yan, Isabel, 0. Let's see. Okay, Chris, 0 then. Okay. And doesn't it, class? So that's what we expect, di ba? Is equal to 0 siya, ang sinasabi nito. No? So if I run this, Control Enter, it's 0. Correct. Because, class, the IRR is that rate of return where your net present value is equal to 0. That's the meaning of that class. Okay, and by the way, this 18.23, if we're basing our decision on IRR, so do we now say that the project Y is feasible? Okay, what's the basis? The IRR is to be compared to your average cost of capital, weighted average cost of capital. And since your WACC is 12.6, okay, your IRR is greater than your WACC, then that means that project is okay because it's able to generate returns higher than the average cost of capital. Okay? So mas malaki siya kaysa dun sa it's bigger than the average cost of capital. If any project has an IRR that's less than your weighted average cost of capital, then we reject that project. If the IRR is greater than the weighted average cost of capital, then we say that that project is feasible. Okay, so let's now compare this time si Project Z naman. No? So si Project Z class, yung IRR niya, again, take note of the syntax here, values, si Project Z lahat, everything, kasama. No? And then, actually yun lang, no? Syntax, no? Kasi yung guess, di ba yan? May guess yung susunod, no? We don't need that at the moment. Okay, so just that. Control Enter. And the IRR of Project Z is 17.39. So is this project feasible or not? The answer is yes. No? Feasible siya kasi yung IRR niya is higher than the weighted average cost of capital. Just like si Y. Okay, now we have a problem. No? O sige, tingnan mo natin class. Let's see class. So this is our IRR. Let's compute for the NPV. NPV, ano yung rate natin? IRR din, no? Kama. And then, the value should be yung time 1, from time 1 up to time n. And then, we have to include the initial investment. Pina-plus ko siya class kasi negative na siya. If we were informed that initial investment yung tas nakalagay positive value, ima-minus ko siya class. No? Okay, Control Enter. And are you getting 0.00 class? Kindly chat in the chat box, please. Are you also getting 0 class for your NPV? Okay, thank you, Isabel. Okay, good. Yes. Kasi class, di ba, and ano to, IRR. IRR ni Project Z. Ito naman, IRR ni Project Y. Okay. So the question now is, which project is better? Kasi based on IRR, si Project Y has a higher internal rate of return. Si Project Z naman has a lower internal rate of return. So, what's our conclusion, class? Okay, based on NPV class, Project Z is better. But this has to be taken with a grain of salt, class. Kasi magkaiba yung ano niya, magkaiba yung initial investment. So it's good that there is a profitability index. So because it's possible that your NPV is higher, but because you have a very high initial investment, no? Mag-experiment tayo class ha. I'll just make this 2 million. 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, negative. Let's make this negative, no? Negative 2 million. And let's see what happens. Okay. So here our initial investment is 2 million. Okay? And mababa na yung ano niya. Okay, masyado mataas. Bawasan ko. 1.9. Hindi pa rin, no? Mas mababa na yung NPV niya. Okay. Let me make it 1,950. I'm just experimenting. Ay, mali, sorry. Wrong. 1950 dapat 1850. Okay, ito class, no? Here. Notice class that this one, initial investment is 1850. Okay? The NPV is higher as compared to this. So just based on the NPV, we say that project Z is better. Okay, however, when we take a look at the profitability index, project Y now, okay, has an index of 1.133, while project Z now has an index of 1.105. So it's lower. Okay, so the company has to decide. Because in this case, we're getting less present value cash flow, present values of cash flows for every 1 peso of cash outflow or initial investment, no? Mas mababa. Okay, kahit na class, mas malaki yung ininvest natin, no? One initial investment 1.185, 1.85. Ito 1.2 lang class. Yes, lower yung NPV niya, but as far as generating cash flows for each 1 peso of investment outflow, the project Y, which has a lower initial investment, seems to be outperforming your project Z. Okay, si project Y kasi dito, nag-generate ng cash flow na 1.133 for every 1 peso of cash outflow. While on the other hand, si project Z, 1.105 lang. So, you don't just take a look at the NPV. Buti sana class kung parehon to. Kung parehong 1.2 million. Definitely kung 1.2 million to, mas mataas yung magiging performance ni Project Z kasi okay, pareho yung initial investment pero yung cash outflow niya di hamak na mas malaki, no? Cash inflow pala, sorry, compared to Project Y. Okay? All right. Then also ito mas malaki si ano, no? Mas malaki si Project Y yung IRR niya. Okay? Kaysa dun sa Project Z. Okay, so in this case, we say that Project Y is better than Project Z based on IRR. But here, Project Z is better than Project Y. Okay, so in that case, class, what will be our decision? Kasi conflicting based on NPV, mas mataas mas mataas si Project Z. Pero sa profitability index, okay, mas mataas si Y na. Okay? And then sa NPV, mas mataas naman si Z kaysa kay Y, kay Project Y. Okay, therefore, what we can say, class, is whenever there's a conflict between your NPV and your IRR, you always decide in favor of the net present value. Okay, so we take a look at the net present value instead of your IRR. Okay, any questions there, class? Pause muna ako. And is the concept clear, class? Clear ba yung concept ng NPV, IRR? Pag may conflict sila, then you choose NPV over IRR. Okay. All right. Clear ba rin, Isabel? Okay, thank you. So, take note. Let me reiterate that, class. Let me revisit that concept. You have NPV, you have IRR. If there's a conflict, for example, project, in this case, project Z is the better option between project Y and Z by virtue of having the higher IRR. On the other hand, sorry, NPV. On the other hand, if you compare the IRR of Project Y is better than that of Project Z. So therefore, if the basis is IRR, mas maganda si Project Y. Okay, so now that's a conflict, di ba? So ano gagawin natin? Here, class, in all cases, follow NPV or the profitability index. Okay? But then again, class, dito no? Magkaiba class yung NPV. Okay, it says that mas okay si Project Z. Dito naman, mas okay si Project Y. So if you're looking at this from absolute terms, Project Z is better. But in terms of looking at it uh, at an index class, yung index kasi class, technically, pwede natin ma-compare yan, di ba? Kasi pare-pareho silang divided by 1. Ang denominator nila over 1. So 1.133 divided by 1, 1.105 divided by 1. And in that regard, mas maganda si Project Y. Okay? So ito, pwede i-compare. Ito, in a sense, pwede hindi. Kasi ito 1.85 yung initial investment niya. Tapos ito 1.2. Had we computed, okay, had we compared the models by, if they're the same, if they have the same initial investment, then pwede yun directly compare. Okay? So always, in all cases, follow the NPV. Okay, so we can see here that the NPV says that Project Z is better compared to, in terms of IRR, mas maganda si Project Y. Okay, so that means class that meron tayong problem. So yung problem niyan class can be resolved by using what we call MIRR. Okay, modified internal rate of return. Okay, and the formula for MIRR is quite, binigay ko ba dito? Ito class, here. This is your formula for MIRR. So, ito class, parang IRR din, ano? Ang divisor natin, 1 plus MIRR. Here, wait. So, it's still your present values of your cash flows divided by, from time is equal to 1 up to n, divided by discounted using MIRR. Okay, so parang pareho lang siya no, ng IRR. And then minus the initial investment should be equal to 0. Okay, so let's run this. Tingnan natin. So first, let's take a look at what the MIRR is all about. So let's compute first MIRR. I'm going to put it here is equal to MIRR. Okay, so take note, MIRR class returns the internal rate of return, IRR din, no? For a series of periodic cash flows considering both cost investments and interest on reinvestment of cash. Okay, so here, ano yung values natin? Ang values natin, class, is, again, parang yung IRR natin, lahat, no? Okay, and then, so those are your values, comma, ano yung financial rate natin? So for the IRR, ang financial rate natin is, okay, kunin natin tong IRR, comma, reinvestment rate is, okay, wait, sorry, mali ako dito. Equal to, the financial rate class is your WACC. So yung MIRR class, ang finance rate niya is WACC. Ang reinvestment rate niya, ba't hindi umano yung WACC? WACC, okay? And then their investment rate is also WACC. Okay, so that's, and then, kailangan natin, and then plus the initial investment. B20, sorry, mali ito. So, dapat B28. Sorry, not B, C, sorry, C27. C27, okay? So take note of this class. MIRR, similar to IRR. Ang kaibahan niya class, we're asked for the finance rate and the reinvestment rate. Okay? So, yung finance rate for the modified internal rate of return is the same as your weighted average cost of capital, and also the reinvestment rate is the same. Ganun din. So, plus, i-add back natin yung initial investment na 1, 2. So this now will be the formula for your modified internal rate of return. Control Enter. Oops, anong nangyari doon? MIRR C27. O bakit ano? Ba't kasama po to? Okay, wait. Ulitin ko class. So it's equal to MIRR. Modified internal rate of return. Ang values natin will only be the present values. Ito lang. Okay? Comma. Then we're asked for the finance rate. The finance rate is your WACC. Comma. What's your reinvestment rate? The reinvestment rate is also your weighted average cost of capital, comma, WACC. There, WACC. And then we have to add back plus the initial investment. 1, 2. Okay, control enter. Bakit? MIRR. Wait. Something's wrong here, class. Tama naman yung cash flow. Tapos, double check natin, class, ha? Dito. Here. Okay, let's take a look at ito. No? Okay, values, di ba? Ito yung ano natin. Cost of investment and interest on the, so dapat pareho lang yung finance rate natin at saka yung so this is an array. Okay, help on this function. Kalimutan ko na kagad. So okay, initial cost, returns, annual interest rate, 8, 9. Dapat pareho siya. Okay, dali lang class ha. MIRR. Values. This one. The question is, yung finance rate natin is your WACC. No? Tapos dapat yung reinvestment rate natin should also be your WACC. Dapat same siya. WACC. Ay, mali. No? Mali class. Sorry. Yeah. Maling syntax ko. I was thinking of NPV. So dapat, sorry class ha. Oo. B27 dapat to, no? I was thinking of net present value where you add back the initial investment. Okay, sorry, I got confused. So we're looking for the rates, no? And for MIRR class, you have your cash flows, then you have your finance rate, and then your reinvestment rate. In MIRR class, your finance rate and your reinvestment rate are the same. For IRR class, your finance rate is your IRR. Doon nagkaiba siya. No? So home, okay, let me increase the decimal place. Okay, 14.5. Okay, so that's your modified internal rate of return. Okay, so what will be your NPV class if we use the modified internal rate of return? So your adjusted NPV will be, your rate will be your WACC. Okay, okay, is equal to your NPV WACC and your values will be no. Your NPV class will be, let's use the MIRR class. And then the values will be, as we said, the values will be starting with year 1 plus the initial investment. So their class. Control enter. So your NPV is 74,705. This is the adjusted NPV where we use the modified internal rate of return. Now for project Z class, okay, for project Z, our MIRR will be, so values include all the cash flows, comma, your finance rate is your WACC. It should be the same, comma, your investment rate is also the WACC. There. So that's our modified internal rate of return. Control enter. Okay. Now notice class, the modified internal rate of return shows us which is the better investment, no? Based on kasi dito class, di ba? Based on the IRR here, mas maganda si 159, 194. Mas maganda si ano class, si Project Y compared to Project Z. Sa NPV naman, mas maganda si Project Z compared to Project Y. Therefore, pag nagko-conflict ng ganong class, okay, so your modified internal rate of return will be 15.45 and then yung MIRR ni Project Z is 14.88. So if we get the net present value of this using the rate 14.88, then our values are project Z. Okay? All right. So tinan nyo class. So based on MIRR, which is better? Paki-double check nga class. Pareho ba tayong ano? B32, G32. Tama?
Sir, for my IRR for Z, it's a
Here?
different percentage.
Ito to?
No, for the MIRR.
For Z.
Yes.
Okay, sige nga, check ko. Function F2. Saan ako nagkamali dito? B32, G32. Then, WAC pa rin. Pareho tayo ng cash flow. B32, G32.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But
And ano ginamit mo na finance rate?
the finance rate, WAC also.
Oo. Ba't iba? Sige nga, can you... Okay. Stop share ako ha.
Okay po.
Sige. Could you kindly share your screen?
There, sir. Can you see it po?
Yeah. 15.45. Oh, okay. May see your formula. Oh, dapat ganyan eh. Nagtataka ako. That's why I was wondering why. Dapat my MIRR should be lower for project Y. Tingnan ko nga.
Okay. Why?
See this?
There po.
B27, G27, then WAC. Then pareho naman yung ano. Ba? Sige, okay. Let me go back to my ano, no?
Okay.
74,000. Pareho yung NPV, ano?
Yes, sir.
Sige, let me check. Mukhang tama yun sa'yo eh. I'm wondering why. Sige. Let me share again my screen.
There, sir.
So, anong answer mo dito? 15 point ano?
45. That's the same
Dito?
po. Sa Z,
Dito?
15.51.
15.51. Okay?
Yes.
Palagay ko tama yan eh. Pero bakit ako mali? B32, G32. Tama naman to. No? Did you change? Ginawa bang 1,850?
Oh, that's why it's 1.8 pa po.
Okay. Sige nga, baguhin mo. Gawin mong 1,850.
There, okay. Same na po, sir.
Same na? Okay. And let me check kasi check ko lang yung mga ano natin ha. So nagbago naman to eh. Function F2. Yan. Kasi pag binago natin yung cash flow natin, definitely magbabago yung ano, yung mga answers dito. Let me, okay. Alright. So sa ano sa NPV, mas mataas si Project Z, di ba? Kaysa kay Y. Sa IRR ngayon, mas mataas si Y kaysa kay Z. And then dito, dapat yung MIRR class, dapat mas mataas si ano? Mas mataas dapat si Z kaysa kay Y. And I'm wondering why. Bakit 14.88 ako? Oh, wait. 15.45, 14.88. So the MIRR tells us that project Y is better. Okay. Yeah, that's correct, no? Why is project Y better, class? In this case, ang titingnan natin, class, in cases where your initial investments are different, class, you really have to look at the profitability index. No? Kasi we cannot really compare yung 194 at saka 159. In absolute terms, okay, mas mataas yung net present value ni Project Z. However, class, ang initial investment naman niya mas malaki. So that's why we run into this one, yung profitability index. Okay, where we compare the present value of your cash inflows divided by the present value of your cash outflows. And it turns out that Project Y is better. Okay, although here, mas mababa yung NPV niya, no? And even sa IRR, no, mas mataas yung ano niya, yung yung internal rate of return. But the real test class here is the MIRR. Okay, itong MIRR. So this is a better choice, better metric compared to yung IRR. Kasi yung IRR class, may mga assumptions siya na which are not correct, no? Okay, I'll show you why, class. Ito, i-compute ko yung MIRR. MIRR values ng Project Y is this one. Okay? Comma. Finance rate is si class, si MIRR, ang ginagamit ng finance rate is the WACC. Yung IRR, ang ginagamit niyang finance rate is yung IRR mismo. Okay, and also B59. Okay? So if you take a look at this, you have your cash flows, your finance rate is your IRR. Your reinvestment rate is also your IRR. That sets the differentiation between your IRR and your MIRR. Kasi yung modified internal rate of return, ang ginagamit natin na finance rate is your weighted average cost of capital. Control Enter. Okay. Yan, class. So yan, no? You see? So we were able to show that. Okay. Kay IRR, we use of course MIRR para mapakita natin kung ano yung finance rate at saka reinvestment rate. Kay IRR class, ang finance rate is equal to your IRR, and then the reinvestment rate is also equal to your IRR. So medyo yung assumption na yun, class, is not as good as itong assumption na to. Okay? Ang assumption natin dito is that the finance rate is your WACC, and then your reinvestment rate is also your WACC. Okay, so here, turns out, class, that the Project Y is better, okay, by virtue of having the higher MIRR, and that's expected because, okay, it's consistent with the findings of your profitability index. And in this case, not necessarily your NPV. So with caution, class, yung NPV na gagamitin as basis for determining if the project is, which project is better. Okay, here alam natin na both projects are good. The question is, which project is better? So mahirap to, we cannot answer that directly, class, kasi magkaiba silang initial investment. If the initial investment is the same, then outright sasabihin natin, Project Z is better. But because they're different, we cannot do that, no? Okay, so that's why we have this profitability index and also your MIRR. Okay, so we'll have time for this, class. Punta na tayo dito sa very quickly lang to, payback period. So how do we do the payback period, class? The question is, when will we be able to recover the cash flows? So ito 420, 480, 900 na siya. Hindi pa natin nare-recover yung 1.2. 900 plus 320. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 420. So by this period class, na-recover na natin yung initial investment natin na 1.2. Sorry. So that's how we compute for the payback. What we do is just we get the cumulative cash flows. So simple lang yung class, sum is equal to sum, okay? Sum natin si this one, and then press colon. Pag press nyo yung colon class, uulitin yung sarili niya. And then what we're going to do is fix this. Highlight mo to, and then F4. And Phoenix ko siya class. So that what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to the right, tapos naka-fix lang siya kay 1, 2. So mangyayari niyan, sum ng 1, 2, when I copy this to the right, sum of 1, 2, and 420. And then etc. So it will keep on moving to the right. We're going to keep on summing up, pero naka-fix siya from 1, 2. Okay, Control Enter. So initially 1, 2, ano? If I go here, okay, ibig sabihin nito class, 780 na lang kailangan natin i-recover. Kasi nakuha na natin 420. Again, forward here. Okay, 300 na lang, no? And then I continue class. So you can see here that we were able to recover between year 2 and year 3. Okay? Pagdating ng year 3 class, naging positive na yung cumulative cash flow natin. Ibig sabihin, na-recover na natin yung initial na 1.2. So assuming that the cash flows are generated uniformly throughout the period, malalaman natin, makukuha natin, no? Is equal to, ang payback natin, 2 years, okay? 2 plus, ano? Which one class? 2 plus, ang kailangan natin ma-recover after year 2 is 300, di ba? So I'll get the value of that. Pwede natin kunin yung absolute value ni 300. Okay? Divided by, okay, yung 300 na to class, kailangan natin ma-recover yan next year. Pero magkano cash flow natin next year? 320. So we need to cover, out of the 320 na cash flow next year will be, we need to recover 300. Okay, Control Enter. So that's around 2.94, no? Let me just get para makita nyo class, no? Yan. All right? So 2.94 years. How did I get this? Kinuha natin yung cumulative cash flow. And then notice the transition is from year 2 to year 3. So ang answer natin, ang payback period is 2 plus 2 point something years, no? Okay, kasi sa year 3, positive na to. Ibig sabihin, na-recover na natin yung buong 1.2 million. And again, how do we get this? 2 plus, ang kailangan natin ma-recover pa after year 2 is 300. So I got the absolute value of that para maging 300. And dinivide ko siya ng 320. So it's actually 300 divided by 320. Pinorate natin. Okay? Alright. Did you get this? Last na. Ito na lang. So again, actually, pwede natin i-copy yung formula dito. Controls. Hindi pa pwede kasi naka-fix sa 1, 2. So dito na lang, sum of this one and then colon. Okay, close. And then fix mo tong B97. F4. So that naka-fix siya dyan. Control Enter. So that when I copy this, yan. Alright, so the payback period of Project Z, ay mali, so ito, is equal to 1,850 din para pareho. Okay. So the payback period for Project Z will be equal to, kailan yung nagtra-transition? Between 3 and 4, so it's equal to 3 years plus, kailangan natin ma-recover yung 420. So we get the absolute value of 460 pala, 460, and then divide it by, ilan yung makukuha natin cash flow next year? 710. Okay, Control Enter. So there you go, 3.65. So if we compare class the ano to? Okay, time na pala, no? Tapusin ko na lang to class, ha? If we compare the payback period for between Project Y and Project Z, then Project Z has the longer payback period. So some companies would say, ang choice nila class, not the NPV, but just the payback. Pero class, hindi maganda yon, no? Kasi, ang dapat tinitingnan natin yung cash flows. Ito class, hindi naman cash flows to. Yung period lang na marirecover natin. Okay. I'll let you class work on this. Ang gagawin natin dito class, yung discounted payback is use the present values, no? So very quickly lang, is equal to negative PV, di ba? PV. Okay, ang rate natin yung WACC. Okay. NPER is this one. No PMT, and this is our FV. Okay, Control Enter. Ano nangyari? Function F2. Negative PV. Rate is, okay. NPER is B104. Sorry. Kulang ako ng comma dito. Yan. Walang PMT. Ito yung FV natin. Yung sa taas to class, no? Alright. So these are your present values. So, ganun din class, cumulative cash flows. Pero ang gagamitin natin, hindi yung original cash flow. Kasi technically class, mali ito eh. Why? Because we're adding cash flows that do not belong to the same time frame. So dapat, ang ginagamit, discounted payback, which means we use the present values. So same thing, sum of this one, colon, okay, close, and then, i-fix, F4, okay, Control Enter, and then copy it to the right. Of course, the discounted payback will be longer, no? Kasi ang tinitingnan natin class yung present values eh. So in this case, this is equal to 4 years, okay, plus the absolute value of 50,082 divided by 380. Bale. Control Enter. So it's around 4.1 years. So same thing here class. Tapusin ko na lang to. So this is equal to negative PV. So we did this already. Ang NPER natin, this one, 0, comma, PMT wala. Future value is this one. Control Enter. Yan. Okay. So these are now present values. So we can get now the discounted payback. Okay, is equal to sum, colon, close, fix this, control F4. And then sum again. Okay, so pareho silang 4 years is equal to 4 plus absolute value of this one divided by the value that we're going to get is this one. Ay, may mali ba ako? Function F2. Sorry, hindi 105 class, should be 159. So around 4.3 years. So naman, yan. Okay. All right. So that wraps up our discussion class of this worksheet. Next meeting, wala palang no? Can we have class pwede tayong isang pang session bago mag-ILW? Kasi masyado na tayong behind. Gusto ko lang sana ma-discuss natin to. Hopefully ito, matapos natin to, no? Isang session. Are you okay, class? On, para matapos ang tong folder na to para makapunta na tayo dun sa mas mga importanteng discussion. Chris and Isabel, pwede ba?
Sir, may I know when po, if ever?
Pwede kayo ng Saturday morning?
What time po?
Kayo, ano nyo, convenient time for you? 10
Um,
o'clock, 11, 10:30, gano'n?
okay po, sir. I'm free naman.
Okay naman. Sino
Sir.
to? Si Isabel.
Si
Yes.
Isa po yun, sir.
Ikaw, Chris. Okay ka ba doon?
Okay din po ako if
Sige.
Saturday morning po, sir.
Sige ha. Para matapos na natin tong kasi because of the hindi tayo nakakapag-meet ng ilang para maano natin para at least next meeting mas na yung mga discussions natin. But are you learning? Is this something new that you're using in Excel? Hindi nyo pa nagamit to sa Excel? I
Yes,
hope
sir.
Yes po, sir.
I hope something new. Okay, good. Sige. All right. Ay, nakalimutan ko i-stop.